You've tuned into another deep dive, and today we're taking a close look at something you might have seen popping up in salons or even online,
Mm.
nail art printers.
Mm.
We've got some brand new analysis here, and our goal is to really unpack what the data tells us about where this market is heading
Yeah,
and what the interesting angles are.
absolutely. It's, fascinating to see how technology is evolving even in seemingly traditional areas like beauty. It offers possibilities for these intricate designs that were once incredibly time-consuming, right? And difficult to achieve by hand.
Okay, so let's get a sense of the scale here.
Right.
This analysis estimates the global market for nail art printers at around USD 500, 740 million in 2025.
Right.
But here's a figure that really jumps out. They're projecting this to grow to USD 555.44 million by 2033.
Wow.
That's a compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 4.70% over those years. What's the engine driving that kind of expansion?
Well, the report puts a significant emphasis on professional nail salons. They're increasingly looking for tools that can offer more advanced and efficient services to their clientele. And nail art printers certainly provide that capability.
This isn't a light piece of research either. It's over 250 pages, updated just this February, and it's the 8th edition. So these analysts have been tracking this market for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
If you want to dig even deeper, you could get the full report in various formats like PDFs, Excel, and even cloud access. All right, let's break down the regions because that's where we start to see some really distinct patterns emerge. North America, it appears, currently holds the largest slice of the pie.
That's right. North America accounts for over 40% of the global nail art printer market. Their estimated market size for 2025 is USD 223.80 million.
Okay.
And they're projecting a CAGR of 4.7% through 2033, which kind of mirrors the global average.
And within North America, the United States is the dominant force, isn't it?
Undeniably. The U.S. market is pegged at USD 675.68 million in 2025, with a slightly lower CAGR of 4.5%.
Okay.
The report points to the thriving e-commerce market for beauty products as a key driver here. It makes sense, doesn't it? People are increasingly comfortable buying beauty items online.
Oh, totally. What about Canada and Mexico? How are they contributing to this North American lead?
So Canada's market is projected to be USD 254.86 million in 2025, with a more robust CAGR of 5.5%.
Fire, yeah.
Interestingly, their growth is linked to an expanding awareness of nail health and safety. This makes you wonder if consumers are seeing these automated printers as perhaps a more hygienic alternative to traditional salon tools.
That's a really interesting angle. I hadn't specifically considered the hygiene aspect as a potential driver for this technology. And Mexico.
Mexico's market is estimated at USD 193.27 million in 2025, CAGR of 5.2%. So yeah, all three countries in North America are definitely contributing to its leading position. Now, if we look across the Atlantic to Europe, they also hold a significant portion of the market.
Yes, the report indicates over 30% of the global revenue. Now, I noticed a slight discrepancy in the overall market size for Europe between the initial overview and the regional breakdown.
Ah, okay.
It seems the more detailed figures in the regional section are USD 684.6 million for 2025, growing to USD 2,506.5 million by 2033 with a CAGR of 5.3%. It's probably best we focus on these more granular numbers for accuracy.
Absolutely. Good catch. When we drill down into the specifics, we get a clearer and more reliable picture. Within Europe, the United Kingdom stands out with particularly strong projected growth rate.
Indeed. The UK market is estimated at USD 279.65 million in 2025, with a CAGR of 6.1%. The growth there is linked to rising disposable incomes in emerging markets. That's a fascinating connection. It suggests a global interconnectedness in beauty trends and spending power.
It certainly highlights how economic factors in one part of the world can influence consumer behavior in another. Germany is another key player in the European market.
Yes, with a market size of USD 329.59 million in 2025 and a CAGR of 5.5%. Here, the driver is identified as innovations in user-friendly printers.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. The easier these devices are to operate, the wider their appeal will be, right?
Exactly. We also see steady growth in other major European economies like France, Italy, Russia, and Spain, although with slightly lower KGRs. France is at USD 153.14 million with a 4.5% CAGR.
Okay.
Italy at USD 143.16 million with a 4.7% CAGR. Russia at USD 258.01 million with a 4.3% CAGR. And Spain at USD 136.50 million with a 4.4% CAGR.
Sweden is projected at USD 51.60 million with a 5.4% CAGR. Denmark at USD 34.96 million with 5.1%. Switzerland at USD 24.97 million with 4.9%. And Luxembourg leading this group with USD 19.98 million and a 5.6% CAGR. Even the collective rest of Europe category is substantial at USD 233.04 million with a 4.0% CAGR. This really underscores the widespread interest in this tech across the continent. Okay, so North America and Europe are significant players now, but where does the report indicate the most exciting future growth lies?
That would definitely be the Asia-Pacific region, or APAC. They currently hold around 23% of the global market share, estimated at USD 1,377.60 million in 2025.
Okay, 23%.
But the really remarkable aspect is their projected CAGR of 8.9% from 2025 to 2033. That's the highest growth rate of any region by a significant margin.
Wow, nearly 9%. What are the key factors fueling this rapid expansion in APAC?
Well, several elements are at play. China, with a massive market size of USD 578.59 million in 2025 and an 8.4% CAGR, is a major contributor. The report highlights the convenience of quick and easy application as a primary driver in the Chinese market. In a fast-paced environment, that ease of use is a real advantage.
That absolutely makes sense in such a dynamic market, and India is also showing incredibly strong growth, isn't it?
Indeed. India's market is estimated at USD 137.76 million in 2025, but it boasts the highest national CAGR within APAC at a striking 10.8%. Yeah. The increased influence of social media on beauty trends is cited as a significant factor. We've all seen how platforms like Instagram and TikTok can rapidly popularize beauty innovations. That 10.8% CAGR suggests a market that's more than doubling roughly every 7 years. Very rapid adoption.
Definitely. Social media has become a huge driver in the beauty world. What about some of the other important APAC markets?
Japan is estimated at USD 190.11 million with a 7.4% CAGR. South Korea at USD 165.31 million with an 8.0% CAGR. Australia at USD 71.64 million with an 8.2% CAGR. And Singapore, interestingly, has the highest national CAGR within APAC at 9.2%.
Wow.
With a market size of USD 27.55 million in 2025. Taiwan and Southeast Asia are also exhibiting strong growth trajectories. It really paints a picture of a vibrant and expanding market across the entire APAC region.
It certainly does. It looks like APAC is the region to watch for the most significant future expansion in this market. Now let's turn our attention to South America. They have a smaller share currently, but what's the growth outlook there?
Right. South America accounts for over 5% of the global market share, estimated at USD 218.12 million in 2025, with a projected CAGR of 6.9% from 2025 to 2033. Brazil is the largest single market within this region.
Yes, Brazil is estimated at USD 93.36 million in 2025, with a healthy CTR of 7.5%. The report mentions the availability of a wide range of nail art designs as a key driver. This suggests a consumer base that values variety and sees these printers as a gateway to more diverse styles.
Exactly. Argentina follows with a market size of USD 36.64 million in 2025 and an even higher CGR of 7.8%.
Higher still.
Yeah. The rising consumer preference for DIY nail art is noted there. This aligns with a broader trend we're observing in the beauty sector, where people are increasingly looking for at-home solutions.
Colombia, Peru, and Chile also contribute to the South American market's growth.
Precisely. Colombia is at USD 19.41 million with a 6.7% CAGR, Peru at USD 17.89 million with 7.1%, and Chile at USD 15.70 million with a 7.2% CAGR. The rest of South America collectively accounts for USD 35.12 million with a 6.0% CAGR. So while not as dominant as other regions in terms of current market share, South America definitely presents a promising growth avenue.
Now let's consider the Middle East and Africa, which currently have smaller slices of the global market. What's the situation there?
The Middle East holds around 2% of the global market share, estimated at USD 126.28 million in 2025, with a CAGR of 6.5% from 2025 to 2033. Saudi Arabia is the largest market in this market.
Yes, the UAE is at USD 47.30 million with an 8.0% CAGR, and Turkey at USD 18.37 million with an impressive 8.1% CAGR.
Wow, 8.1%?
Yeah. The growing popularity of at-home beauty treatments is highlighted as a driver in Turkey, which mirrors the trend we saw in Argentina. Qatar and Egypt also have a presence in the Middle Eastern market. And in Africa, which also holds around 1% of the global share.
Africa mirrors the Middle East in market size for 2025, also at USD 126.28 million, with the same CAGR of 6.5%. South Africa is the largest market on the continent.
South Africa is estimated at USD 44.45 million in 2025, with the highest regional CAGR of 7.4%. Nigeria and the rest of Africa make up the remaining portion of the market.
Right. Nigeria is at USD 10.1 million with a 6.7% CAGR, and the rest of Africa accounts for USD 71.73 million with a 5.7% CAGR. Interestingly, the increasing demand for personalized nail art designs is mentioned as a factor driving growth in the broader African market, suggesting a desire for unique self-expression.
Okay, so we've got a good handle on the regional distribution and growth prospects. Now, the report also segments the market by the type of printer, how they're being used, and how they're being sold. Let's dive into those categories, starting with the type of printer itself.
Okay, according to the analysis, the market is largely divided into two main types: stamping printers and built-in computer printers.
Stamping printers. Yeah. It sounds like they offer a more manual approach, don't they?
That's correct. They're described as a cost-effective option where pre-designed patterns are transferred onto the nails using a stamp. You apply polish, place the stamp on the design, and then press it onto your nail.
Right.
They're popular among DIY enthusiasts because they offer a tactile, hands-on experience. However, they can be more limited, in terms of the complexity and intricacy of designs, as well as the speed of application compared to more advanced systems.
And the other main type is the built-in computer printer. That sounds significantly more advanced.
Exactly. These are more sophisticated and automated devices. They come equipped with pre-installed software that allows users to select from a wide array of designs, and some even offer the capability to create custom artwork.
Ah, interesting.
The computer precisely controls the printing process, enabling highly detailed and complex patterns to be applied directly to the nails. Due to their higher costs, these are more commonly found in professional salon settings where speed and accuracy are crucial.
That makes sense. Different technologies catering to different needs and budgets. Now, what about the application of these printers? Where are they primarily being used?
The market is segmented into residential and commercial applications, and what's quite notable is that the residential category is identified as the fastest growing segment within the nail art printer industry. So that's individuals using these at home.
Really? What's driving that strong growth in home use?
The report suggests several factors. Residential consumers are attracted to the convenience of being able to do their nails at home, the cost-effectiveness over time compared to frequent salon visits, and the sheer variety of designs that these printers can offer. The increasing disposable income in many regions, the growing trend of personalized beauty products, and the significant influence of social media showcasing unique and intricate nail art are all contributing to this expansion in the at-home market.
So it seems people are increasingly looking for that salon quality finish without having to leave the house. What about the commercial side of things?
In the commercial segment, which primarily refers to nail salons offering this service, the key demands are for high-quality, durable printers that can deliver advanced features, speed, and precision to meet the expectations of their customers.
Right.
As nail art becomes an increasingly popular service in salons, this segment is also experiencing significant growth, driven by the need to offer customized and intricate designs that can help a salon stand out from the competition.
Okay, so both using them at home and in salons are growing, but with different underlying motivations. Now let's consider how these printers and their associated supplies are actually reaching the consumers. What are the main distribution channels?
The report highlights two primary distribution channels: online and offline.
Given the e-commerce boom we've touched on already, I imagine online sales are a significant part of this.
Oh, absolutely. Online platforms offer a high degree of convenience, a vast selection of products, and often more competitive pricing. Consumers can easily compare different brands and models, read customer reviews, and access a wide range of design options without needing to visit physical stores.
Yeah.
The power of social media and beauty influencers in driving online purchases cannot be overstated. Many companies in this space are focusing on creating user-friendly websites and streamlining their shipping processes to capitalize on this channel.
That aligns perfectly with the broader retail trends we're seeing. But I would guess that traditional brick-and-mortar stores still play a role. especially for certain segments of the market.
They do indeed. The offline segment includes traditional brick-and-mortar retail outlets, beauty supply stores, and even the nail salons themselves, particularly for the professional-grade models.
Right, so the pros.
Exactly. While online channels are demonstrating faster growth, offline remains relevant for customers who prefer to physically see and even test products before making a purchase. For beauty professionals making bulk purchases or seeking expert advice and hands-on demonstrations, offline channels continue to be important. So it appears a multi-channel strategy is key for reaching the full spectrum of potential customers.
Agreed. Now, let's zoom out a bit and look at the bigger picture. What are the major forces that are propelling this market forward? What are the main drivers?
The report identifies several key market drivers. Firstly, the continuous improvements in the precision and speed of the nail art printers themselves are making them increasingly attractive. They can now produce incredibly detailed designs much faster and more accurately than traditional manual methods.
Hmm.
Secondly, the overall global market for beauty products and services is expanding, creating a favorable environment for innovative technologies like these to thrive. And thirdly, the speed of application compared to traditional nail art is a significant advantage, especially for consumers with busy lifestyles.
Those all seem like logical drivers.
Yeah.
But are there any factors that might be hindering the market's growth? Any significant restraints?
Yes, the report does point out a couple of key restraints. One is the need for frequent maintenance of these printers, which can add to the operational costs for both individual users and salons.
Okay, maintenance costs.
The other is the challenge of ensuring compatibility with different nail sizes and shapes, which can sometimes limit the usability of certain designs or lead to user frustration if the printed art doesn't fit perfectly.
Yeah, I can see that being an issue. It's important to consider those challenges alongside the opportunities. What about emerging trends in this market? What new developments are on the horizon?
One prominent trend is the growing consumer demand for instant salon-quality nail designs, whether they're getting them done professionally or at home. People want high-impact results quickly and efficiently.
Makes sense.
Another exciting trend is the increasing development and adoption of mobile apps that allow users to easily upload their own unique designs and print them directly onto their nails. This level of personalization is a significant draw and really taps into the desire for self-expression.
That ability to print your own creations is really compelling. It speaks to the increasing demand for customization across the beauty industry. Finally, the report offers a brief overview of the competitive landscape. Who are the main players in this market?
Well, the market includes a mix of established companies and some innovative emerging startups. Established brands like Print Perfect and Nailbot are mentioned as key players who have developed user-friendly, high-quality machines for both professional and personal use.
Okay.
These companies often utilize advanced printing technologies such as UV printing or thermal transfer to achieve the intricate and customizable designs we've been discussing. It sounds like a market where innovation and user-friendliness are key differentiators.
It definitely sounds like a dynamic space with both established players and newer companies pushing the boundaries of what's possible in nail art.
Oh.
Okay, let's synthesize all of this. What would you say are the most significant takeaways from this deep dive into the nail art printer market analysis for someone trying to understand this space?
Well, the projected growth is undoubtedly the headline. We're looking at a substantial expansion from, what was it, USD 5.7 billion market in 2025 to over USD 80 billion by 2033.
Huge leap.
Yeah. While North America currently holds the largest market share, the Asia-Pacific region is poised for the most rapid growth in the coming years. We've also seen how the market is segmented by printer type, application, whether at home or in a salon, and distribution channels, each catering to distinct consumer needs and preferences. Ultimately, this growth is being driven by technological advancements, the overall expansion of the beauty market, and a strong consumer desire for convenience, personalization, and high-quality results.
Absolutely. That initial market size and the projected leap to over USD 80 billion really underscore the immense potential and the rapid changes happening within the beauty technology sector. It's far beyond just painting your nails. It's about technology enabling a new level of self-expression.
Indeed. And when you consider these rapid advancements and the increasing possibilities for personalization in the nail art printer market, it prompts an interesting question for you to consider. How might this technology continue to reshape the beauty industry and empower individual creativity in the years ahead? Think about the potential integration of artificial intelligence, even more sophisticated mobile technology, and perhaps entirely new printing techniques. The possibilities seem almost limitless.
That's definitely a fascinating thought to take away. It's clear this isn't just a passing fad. It's a market with considerable momentum, fueled by a complex interplay of technological innovation and evolving consumer desires. Thanks for taking this deep dive with me into such an interesting area.
My pleasure.
Until our next exploration.